Bitcoin took a huge dump to the downside. Are we going to see Bitcoin keep going down, down, down? Or maybe this is the final movement for Bitcoin. And then from here, we're going to see Bitcoin go straight away to about 120K or maybe 115K. But whatever happens is going to determine also whether all coins are going to do well or not. And this short-term downward movement for Bitcoin, looking at this 1 hour time frame, has caused many altcoins to plunge downward 13%, 15%, 10%, 8% last night or yesterday. So we are looking at the market now on the 1 hour time frame. But if we look at it on the daily time frame, we're going to see that Bitcoin is still holding key structures here, and the alpha trend still holding this buy signal. So are we going to see Bitcoin bounce from where it is right now? This is exactly what I want us to look at in today's video. I want us to look at where Bitcoin is and determine where it might go based on price action. We're going to look at other aspects of the market like USD dominance, Bitcoin dominance to see where it is, and also look at the altcoin market to see also where it is and help us to determine where the market might be going towards this week or maybe next month. Because this month we're going to earn by Friday, and from Saturday we're going to experience new month, and new month come with new challenges and new experience. So let's dive into this and see the outcome of the market this week. By the way, if you're watching for the first time, you're welcome on the BETONG Crypto. Yeah, I create content to help anyone out there to understand market structure, support and resistance, when to buy and when to take out profit. The goal here is to trade altcoins and make more Bitcoin. So if this sort of content interests you, you want to make sure you are part of this platform by subscribing, like the content, and share it with someone else out there. Having said this, let's dive into the show or today's video. This is where we are right now on the daily time frame with Bitcoin. And as I mentioned during the introduction, Bitcoin is holding this key structure here, and this structure is around where we have this golden pocket. Looking at this volume profile here. Now, if Bitcoin is to hold this key area here, which I think Bitcoin is going to hold, that's going to be around $97,000. If Bitcoin holds or stay above this price point, then we can see rejection from here before the next move to the upside multiple times, or we can see Bitcoin go straight away above, let's say, right up to $105,000, or it can still go right up to $110,000. But whatever the case is, we need to see what Bitcoin is doing short term. Now, looking at the 4 hours time frame, we can see that Bitcoin took this huge dip here, but there was some sort of rejection here, and price have done this in the past. You can see during this movement here, price rejected this zone, and now price has done this first time, second time. So we are here based on this 4 hours candle. This first 4 hours candle was rejected here, and this second one is also being rejected at this point in time. So if we see price stays above, or price stays above, let's say $100,000, then there's still high chance that we can come and eat all of these vector candles here, and it can take us right up to around 105K. But if say we're gonna break 105K, it's gonna be good for us. So if we see Bitcoin stay above 105K, then I think it's gonna be bullish long term. But now Bitcoin has been showing signal long time ago that Bitcoin wanna dump. Look at this this trend line here. It has been showing this for a long time that Bitcoin wanna dump. And most of us ignore this movement. You can see if I draw this also here, you can see that Bitcoin has been showing signal that maybe it might dump, but we didn't pay more attention to it. And this would have been a way to get out for most of your altcoins. Remember, I mentioned that if we start to see Bitcoin trade below $102,000, then it's not a good sign for us. We could see it go straight away to $96,000 or right down to $95,000. And we still have some vectors here that they could no, they already recovered this vector here. And the other one we have is around this 90K. That's why I also mentioned that they can still take price to 90K. But there's good news, because if we zoom out to the weekly time frame, we're going to see that from the weekly time frame, price is above this level here, which means that we could see if this week is going to hold where it is right now, then there's high chances that next week could take price to the next all-time high for Bitcoin. But again, looking at where we are at this point in time, you can still see that we have liquidity. We have liquidity here. This vectors here, it hasn't been recovered yet, right down to about $68,000. So they can take price down to $68,000. Of course, why not? Because they break structure. Yeah, they haven't yet retest structure. So if say we're gonna see some sort of dip first, I think the next zone is gonna be around 80K. From 80K, then they can take us to right down to 68K. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I saying all this to you? I'm saying all this to you because I want you to prepare your mind for what might happen with your altcoin. If you start seeing Bitcoin around this 89, 86, then be rest assured that you're gonna take it right down to about 17 to $80,000. And if say they get to $80,000, they can still bring it right down to 68 or $69,000. And having all this at the back of your head, or at the back of or at the back of your mind, is gonna prepare you to offload most of the altcoins that you are holding in your back. Okay, because you don't want to be holding altcoins when Bitcoin is about to take this huge dip to the downside. And if say Bitcoin is going to take the huge dip to the downside, let's see how many percentage are going to be to the downside. Going to be around 22% to the downside. And if this happens from the upside, that's gonna be around 36%. And this is something that happens during every bull market with Bitcoin. Bitcoin always do this, and it's normal because when price breaks structure, the next thing price should do is to come and retest structure. I teach market structure every now and then to you guys that if you see break of structure, be patient and wait for price to retest structure and see how price react towards structure before you can buy again. This is USDT dominance, and looking at this on the weekly time frame, I would say that it's still bearish from where we are right now. This is a zone. So if dominance succeed to break above the zone, then it could go right up to about 5.40%. This is going to be devastating for altcoins. So no matter what happens, make sure you keep your eyes on dominance to help you understand what is going. But if we drop down to the daily time frame for USDT dominance, you can see that we are experiencing some sort of rejection here, which is awesome. If say we see price during this daily candle form an end, or it's not able to break this where it is right now, then there's high chances that we could see the next daily candle, take dominance right back down to this support here. So whatever the case is, where dominance is not good for Bitcoin, and it's not good for altcoins, right? And if say you don't understand what this represent, whenever you see dominance increasing in value, it means that they are favoring more fiat or more stable coin. And if say you see dominance dropping in value, it means investors are favoring more crypto or Bitcoin. So in this case, when you see it going up, it means money is leaving Bitcoin or other altcoins out there back into USDT. And if it's going down, it means money is leaving USDT back to crypto. So that's just the idea of USDT dominance. And talking about dominance, let's look now Bitcoin dominance and see where we are on the daily time frame. You can see here, guys, it's not good. If Bitcoin dominance keep going to the upside, then it means that all coins are gonna keep bleeding. Now, there's a good thing here. Let's look at this where we are at this point in time. Let's see if we draw this trend line here. What should we expect to happen before we can confidently say maybe all coins can start pumping again? We need to see dominance break this new trend that it has formed. You can see it formed this new trend from here up, down, and now up. But there's a good news here because in the past we can see that we got some rejection here when price attempted to go to the upside. I mean dominance, but now we are seeing the same thing happening, and we should expect dominance to reject this zone. If it does reject this zone where price is heading towards right now, I mean Bitcoin dominance price is heading towards right now, it means that we can see it reject from around 60%. When I talk about price, I mean percentage. I'm used to price. I address everything as price. So if I mention price, know that I'm talking about the percentage of dominance, which is around 60%. So if we see dominance go to this 60%, then there's also high chance that it could reject from there back to this trend line, then up there, back here, then up here, then it can break right down here. So this is what I think would happen with Bitcoin dominance, and this is going to cause altcoins to move to the upside. And I will want to see altcoins move to the upside, but the macro or other aspect of the market is not showing us or giving us that signal. That's why if say you are inserting altcoins right now, you need to be careful, to protect yourself. Let's now analyze the total market cap. These are all cryptocurrency in the market, excluding the top 10 out there. So, looking at this chart at this point in time, I would say that because we have had rejection here in the past, maybe we could see price reject again from where we are. I mean, this dominance reject from where we are. But the bad news is the alpha trend is making its way to the downside. So until we see the alpha trend fully form downward, which I think it wants to form and come right down towards this area, yeah. Until we see that happen, then I am not gonna rule out, you know, dominance go a little bit further downward. And if say that's gonna be the case, let's now bring in the FIP tool. Let's analyze where could this go to. We are looking at the golden pocket around this point in time. Yeah, it's gonna be around 265 billion. So we can see the total cap, excluding the top 10, goes to 265 billion, and this is going to be devastating for all coins. And these are all coins that are from the top 10, let's say from the top 10 downward. And if your altcoin is among those coins out there, then get ready for this downward movement. And if that's going to be the case, I think it's going to be good for some people and bad for some people. Now, if say dominance is gonna do this, it's gonna be also helpful for us to to take a step back and look at where we are with our altcoins, because it's gonna create a lot of opportunities for some altcoins out there. So if say the total cap is not able to hold this zone where it is right now, this support zone where it is right now, then there's high chances that price will not plunge even more downward towards this area here. And you don't want to see that happen. It's gonna be really bad for your altcoin. So if I bring in the fixed volume profile, I plug it from where the move started down here to the top of like to where price is right now. Let's see where we are. Okay, we are around the value area low. But if say I plug it from here instead, from this zone here to where price is, no, not this one. Let's bring this one from where we are right now to where price is. So let's see what's gonna give us. So this is gonna be the target here around 253 billion, and this is in correspondence to where we had the golden pocket. So guys, be careful with your altcoins. We need to see the altcoin market plunge back to the upside and then stay above this 322 billion. From there, maybe we're gonna be bullish again with altcoins. So this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance, the crypto market, the entire market, macro perspective of the market, and all of this is going to be determined by Bitcoin. What Bitcoin will do will determine whether the altcoin market is going to be doing well or doing bad. So this should help you build your altcoin portfolio in a way that you prepare yourself for what might happen in the future. If this analysis was helpful to you and you want me to keep doing more of such analysis, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if say you haven't yet done so, and then share it with your friends. Having said all this good stuff, guys, see you in the next video. Ciao, bye bye.